ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to show you off my first proper creation in Create Aeronautics, Thanatos Mark II, specifically inspired by the one from Calamity Mod with the same name and a similar appearance because I absolutely love those machines and I think they look awesome as hell. So then, let's get right to it. First and foremost, I'd like to say off the bat that if you want the schematic for this, it's in my Discord in the description. There's a whole channel for it, just called Schematics. And also, just an advisory, if you are getting schematics, this is my first build with Aeronautics, like properly. Well, technically second, and you'll see that in a moment, but... So it has a lot of creative parts. It has creative thrusters and a lot of levitite in it, because, you know, I'm not super good with the mod yet, and I sort of just wanted to build something functional, not something like survival friendly, so... For now, it is not survival friendly, and it also comes in 3 parts separately: the head, the body, and the tail, all of which can be customized. Now then, with that out of the way, let's actually show off the build itself. So, starting with the head, we have like these massive sort of steel jaws here. These do not move, but I'm thinking on the Mark III, they might, and I might be able to change that and make it a little bigger. Over here in the jaw, we have 2 spinning crushing wheels, as well as a drill. We have 5 laser pointers for these sort of eyes, like ominous glowing red eyes. We have these for deceleration when it's going too fast and forward. Here are machine guns, which you'll see functioning later. Here's just a seat I added so you can get some good shots. There's some thrusters down over here. Here, I don't know why it's not animated. It's meant to be. I don't know. It's kind of a strange issue. Maybe if it's moving. Okay, that's weird. Those are the microchip blocks from Little Big Redstone, which are like a really cool pulsating animation. I just wanted to have them, but for some reason the animation doesn't really work on Create Aeronautics builds. I suppose it is what it is. These are gun turrets from MK2. Like I said, not amazing. At first I used springs to connect the joints, but they all broke, so now I'm using physical chain links. There's no functional parts, it's literally just that. I'm sure you can use swivel bearings, or swivel joints, sorry, but I'm still learning, so I just did this for now. Now, the next part of this is the body segment, of which there is these flares, only on this one actually, which are there to just divert missiles that are locked onto this. There are these advanced gun turrets on both sides to target mobs. Here at the back we have the chain link, and inside there's just a whole lot of levitite and the gyroscope to keep it semi-off. They took a body sensor and modified it and took kind of like a tail. It's the same, but it's just a little bulkier, and sort of weighs it down. And at the back there is a Guardian laser turret, advanced Guardian beam turret actually it's called, which is designed to... And here the Guardian beam turret just automatically targets mobs, and then just so any mobs sort of tailing it just get absolute shit. And it's the advanced one, so they can turn it. So as for functionality, the movement, just a bunch of creative thrusters on the front. You can go down, you can go up, side, other side. It's kind of janky, and then just forward. And even though it's kind of, kind of looks bad because the thing is in several parts, you can also go backwards to decelerate, but it kind of like crunches the thing up a little if you're going to. The thing is actually like, rather slow. Like obviously this one's as one of my first builds. It's sort of just intended for like looks and being cool. So like, yes, I see the weaknesses. Shooting it here, I could decouple the rest of the body. It's slow, blah blah blah, but it's cool, okay? And the rule of cool surpasses everything else. That's all that matters. Now, due to the fact that the mod is relatively new and all the compatibility and stuff, the projectile, well, that was loud. They always face this way for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. Like, it faces, like, you have to specifically face it in an actual direction to make it face forward. Because, like, if you go here, for example, it faces even more to the side. I don't know. Like I said, the mods are a bit janky because, Minecraft wasn't built with realistic physics in mind, so... Despite the amazing work of the Sable, like, physics engine creators and all these other mods, it is still relatively broken. I mean, it still does the same amount of damage, but it just... Like, kind of thing looks like the thing is like pissing at you instead of actually like firing rounds. I'm not really sure. Oh wow, wow, that's something. Wow, that's these are. See, the thing is, you'd expect to have more weaponry on it, but it would either be like simply too complicated for my current skill level, too annoying, or just underwhelming. Like, and even those heat chargers, I feel like I thought they'd be like giant flares, but they're just these little like particles, which is still cool. But that the turning is rather strange. And some like cars like turn right to go left kind of thing because of the way the chain links are, which is why I want to get better linkage because it's obviously really broken. But yeah, I mean I still think the thing is pretty cool. The top speed is actually pretty fast. I mean look at this. That's a pretty fast top speed for such a giant thing. Again, probably because I used creative thrusters, but it is what it is. This is the head of the Mark 1 right here. Ignore that. That's, yeah. This is the head of the Mark 1, the very first one I made. Similar concept, obviously. It had a whole body too, but I don't know where it went. This is that pulsating effect I was talking about earlier. I wanted to be on there. And obviously, this thing could fit in this thing's jaw, right? This one's actually huge. And there it is. This one is only 6 body segments long. With the schematics I give you, you could make it 100 segments long if you're willing to take the time into doing that. It's really customizable. I don't want it to be too big, but I mean the end goal is actually to have a massive one. I just didn't want to do it.